My name is Nina Catherine Sanders Zack Bradbury, youngest of 6 kids, and my oldest sister, firstborn, was just 9 years older than I was. The origin of my name, there's a fun story. Now, myself and all my siblings were born at home, as I said, and Dr. Sparling would come to do the delivery. Well, since I was number 6, there were little kids running around, and my dad was out in the barn milking when my mother was giving birth. And so she would give them a name to go check out with Dad. And I almost got named Sarah Axa. But my dad kind of kiboshed that, so he came up with Nina. Anyway, my mother and father had an incredibly beautiful relationship, an incredible model for these 6 kids that they were bringing up. Another memory that is very, very special for me is climbing the oak tree. And on that picture, you can just see some of the oak leaves where the tree is. I was the smartest kid in the class. I was the only kid in the class.
When did you get your driver's license?
At 14. I started taking piano lessons, I think, when I was 5 years old. Oh, I loved playing hide and seek. And on the farm, there were tons of places to hide. And 6 kids and 2 adults using one bathroom? And we were the modern folks because some of my cousins didn't even have indoor bathrooms. They had an outhouse. In my lifetime. I feel like I was incredibly blessed to grow up when I did, where I did. And being the youngest of 6 had its advantages and disadvantages. I felt like I was pretty well spoiled. I went to the University of Illinois. My major was home economics. But as it turned out, I fell in love with a young man who lived next door to me in a house called Evans Scholar House. We met at the end of my freshman year, corresponded, and he went away to California on a summer job for an aerospace company. That was an amazing summer because not only was I getting letters from him, there was another man that I'd met that was sending me letters. And then, of course, Dale, who had been my high school sweetheart, he was there. My social calendar was very full that summer. I was attracted to his intellect. I was pretty sure I wanted to marry somebody who was at least as smart as I was, and more intelligent would be even better. And I think I did that. Based on the accomplishments of our children, who are all very bright.
And then when did you find out you were pregnant?
When I started throwing up. Woke up with a baby. And that was Randy. Wow. And we named him Randall Eric Zack.
Born on
November 18th, 1955? 56. That's awful that I'm not sure of the dates. We'll have to edit this part.
Yes, we will.
Randy, when were you born? Do you remember?
Do you remember anything your child did when they were small that really amazed you?
Everything. I mean, this little being that had been living inside me, knew how to swallow, knew how to open his eyes, he could hear. It was amazing to me.
And when was Glenn born?
He was born in June the 11th. Glenn would have been born in 61. Yeah, 61.
Nice.
Janet was born in 62, and we haven't gotten there yet.
Right after.
Anyway, baby's born. It's a girl, and I'm excited. Of course, I'm excited. And I say to the nurse, "You go tell my husband that he has a daughter." My mom and dad got there on a Sunday, and Sunday night, my dad drove me to the hospital. Thank you, God, for your care and consideration for this idiot woman. Me. So he got to be Ralph Boyd Zack.
Born
February 10th. Thank you. Help me out.
1964.
1960. Oh, you know, from this perspective, if one of my kids was doing this, I think I would have them committed. But I survived, and so did they. And they've all turned out amazingly.
So good.
Wonderful, productive, intelligent contributors to society. All of them.
We can't forget about Lyle now.
Oh, we can't forget about Lyle, no. But we did take a break.
We did.
Gratefully. Oh, dear. So, you know, I had one girl, and I loved having a girl, but I thought she probably needed a sister. So instead, in her words, another dumb brother. But, you know, she was an incredible help with babies, with Lyle particularly. One day she came to me with him, said, "Mother, he thinks I'm his mother. Do something." What did you find the most rewarding about being a parent? Wow, that's a big, big, broad question. Seeing your kids thrive and become confident, productive young people, I think that would be independent, and they all became very independent, and I'm grateful for that.